The moment he goes,
Dead son.
shut the fuck up. They're like, what the fuck was that? I'm fucked up.
Oh, judge is up again. All rise.
Mm.
Stop it. Don't stop it, actually. Keep going. She must know 1 plus 1 is 3. Are we ready? We're ready. XO Kawaii. What do you mean by that?
Hmm. Mm.
Let's see what we're cooking with. 8 points, 2, 2, 57, 52. How many steals you averaging?
1.5.
1.5 or 2.1?
Oh, I'm averaging 15.5 rebounds actually, so I'm a fucking bitch.
Yeah, that happens. That's just,
7.2,
that's a crazy number.
7.2, 8.8, 5.8, 2.8,
I'm Circle.
64.5, 2.6. That's a 3-point shot. Interesting.
He's about to let it
Your
spray on.
circle?
Yeah.
I want somebody to fucking spray on me.
Say again. How about edgy? Does that count?
That would suffice.
Nice.
At least we don't have a fat point guard this time.
No. That was the downfall of our team.
Portubby could only jog our offense.
That happens too. Ah!
Oh my. I've been getting boomed on.
You were boomed
Yeah,
on
I know, but
yesterday.
I've been
Woo!
getting. Yeah, I know.
Woo! Click, sir. Okay.
Welcome to your Bodak Yellow moment.
Said love, you can't with me if you two. What's going
Can you go
on?
up there and grab the ball with
I
him?
will next time, yeah.
Poor guy's getting harassed by fucking thieves.
Forgot how circle, to be honest. Oh.
Tony the playmaker? Yes, sir.
I'm here. 4 assists a game. Talk to me nice. And I had 6 last game. I was just chilling there. Oh. Off.
I stopped him.
I didn't see that, actually. What can you see?
Yeah. You're watching a different game.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Oh. Trying to rebound there. Why?
I love a transition take.
They missed. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Look at this little moans, huh? Little Bo Peep. Who's getting edged now? Oh my god, he ripped that ball. That's a block, though!
Come at me, daddy.
Aye, Captain. Off.
You know on shit though.
No, he did not catch that ball. I'm not on him. Oh! Alright.
Would you say that you're so sick of love songs?
Yeah,
So tired of tears?
I am. Because of you.
So done with wishing she was still here?
I really am. What is that?
See a new Instagram profile picture she got now?
Absolutely harmonious. Life who? Okay. Life Toshi. I'm so shook. Oh yeah.
Ready for this miss?
Sweet.
Mm.
Forward. You don't like that? Oh, he is.
He ain't like that though.
Oh.
You swear?
I do swear. Oh!
This is why even Allah doesn't fucking accept you.
What you know about Allah?
Ekbar.
Yeah, talk to me. Come on, AI. Yeah. Better hockey says.
You ready to hear this with me?
Uh-huh.
As Ash gave us off the top, the Celtics just were not
ready.
there in the end, and guys were trying to hit shots. Obviously, that didn't happen, and Jaylen Brown giving the ball away 8 times is pretty damn difficult to overcome when the other team starts hitting shots on you, starts backdoor cutting you. This was a damn blowout in Game 7 in Boston's barn.
10%!
For that to happen, a lot had to go wrong. A lot did go wrong.
Yeah,
Nice.
like you said, first possession, the guy, your superstar, tweaking his ankle pretty damn bad, to the point where he's grimacing.
Oh, it was bad now? Reggie thought it was good, though.
Tatum plays 42. Shooting, he says after the game, I'm a shell of myself. What he needed, because of
That is so
he has
funny.
to step up for him. You brought up Jaylen Brown, who just had a stinker, a dreadful Game 7 for him. Couldn't hit a 3.
Said it like 3 times. Like,
Kept
bro,
turning the ball over. I mean,
come on.
you had a roller coaster first quarter from Jaylen Brown. He was turning the ball over. He had like 3 bad turnovers, but then he was the only one like hitting some jumpers, attacking the rim. He got to the line, had a nice little slip screen where he hit a layup. It was like, it was good Jaylen. It was a lot of bad Jaylen. And
KD 2K17, is that you?
as this game went on.
That's me.
And just nobody being able to hit a 3-point shot. Trey was once again starting. We said there is no way after Game 7 the Celtics can shoot worse than they did. Somehow winning Game 6 in Miami. Technically true, it wasn't worse, but man,
points better.
it was damn close. Them going 9 for 42 in Game 7. Their second worst shooting performance of the season from 3.
9 for 42. Meanwhile, Miami went 14 for 28.
Aye.
Call it a make or
Is that you?
mistake for a reason. There's a reason there's so many cliches out there. Anything can happen in the Game 7. You hear that one a lot. How about your best player spraining their ankle on the very first play? That's why you don't want to go to a Game 7. It's tough to win 4 straight in the playoffs. It happened twice. That's why these teams were 150-0 coming into this game, because eventually somebody's going to pass back. And then, like you're saying, Jaylen Brown was just doing too much out there. As many turnovers as makes, and most
Nasty
of the
work.
turnovers were pretty brutal. Some of the shots were also turnovers. It felt like the Celtics would be getting a little bit of a run together, trying to get some momentum, and then Jaylen Brown would try and take a 15-pointer. It's like, what are you doing? It's only worth 3, even if you shoot it in the first 3 seconds of the shot clock. But Derek White showed up. He was the best
Obscene
Celtic
balls.
on the court last night.
Wow.
And then he got subbed out for Sam Hauser early in the 4th quarter. Didn't understand that one from Joe.
It was
Didn't understand
over.
Robert Williams only playing 14 minutes. I guess he was sick on Sunday and Monday, but he was pretty impactful when he was out there. Would have liked to see more from him. But really, you know, there was not a lot of margin for error for
Oh
the
my-
Celtics after
Oh
the
my
game.
God.
They were awesome for 3 games. They were average
Sorry,
in
hello.
Game 4. In Game 7, a guy got hurt and they missed 3s. That's how you lose by 20.
Yeah, it was weird that like a classic Game 7 usually has that anxious
What the-
energy to start a
That was
game
awful.
where it's like sloppy and there are these weird turnovers.
Now you're missing free throws?
Tight.
I'm washed.
And maybe there was even a play early in the game, despite having a great game. Caleb Martin was like on a fast break. It was like a 3-on-1 heat fast break. They completely botched it. There was the nerves, right, of a Game 7. But Miami ends the quarter up
Right.
22-15. And what's wild to me is Boston never got closer than that 7-point margin. I couldn't believe that. You said Derek White had the bit of the takeover in the 3rd quarter. He was great. And there was a stretch where the Heat went cold. They could not hit shots, and I still didn't think the Celtics really capitalized on it. They couldn't take all that much advantage of it, where the stretch where they were missing shots Miami was. And that is wild to me, that they just never got closer. than 7 points. It's crazy.
Honestly, Caleb Martin kind of slammed the door shut.
He
I
did.
hate that it has that stupid animation where your guy gets frozen like he's looking for where the fuck he's supposed to go. You're moving the left stick too much.
Martin hit a three-pointer with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Boston went down and scored, and then Martin had that crazy drive where he went baseline, hit a fadeaway, 10-point game there. Miami gets the ball back to start the fourth quarter. Caleb Martin hits a three.
Yeah.
Suddenly a 7-point lead is a 13-point lead, and the Celtics at that point were having trouble scoring, so it felt like an even bigger lead. That was impressive from Caleb Martin. That was impressive from Miami to go up 3-0, lose 3 straight games, lose game 6 in a heartbreaker, and then come back and smash it. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, and you're right with the nervous energy. Caleb Martin did have that fast break, as you said early in the first quarter. Max Strus was ready to show his athleticism to come up and throw down an alley-oop, and Martin sort of forced it. And I think Joe Mazzulla
4 hits.
made that mistake of calling that timeout when they're up
My go.
4, and then
Yeah.
you did the math for me.
I told you from the start, it's not about Volpe, it's about the other guy, IKF.
First quarter, because of that, it was like
Bow
a
down
road
to the king.
timeout.
I told you that about my boy Miguel Andujar.
You just have to let it roll.
You guys didn't let him be great.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake.
Oh!
Caleb Martin.
You guys refused to let him be great.
We all were watching. Like you saw a lot of the Miami
did
Heat,
happen,
but they found their bearings in that timeout, and then they shot the 3.5 quarters after that.
Now he's popping off for a team in the minors.
It was over. It really was over. You got Duncan Robinson doing the Hulk Hogan ear to the crowd. Duncan Robinson in the middle of the fourth quarter. Things have gone completely off the rails. Big time. Yeah, the defense to me was the shocking thing. Yeah, everybody's got a nervous energy. You see a lot of bricks in Game 7s throughout NBA history.
Oh, you did?
But the scrappiness level of the Celtics on D was the surprising part to me. Like, we got a bad Marcus Smart game on the defensive end.
He was pretty invisible, I thought.
Yeah, and bad passes a lot of the time. That was surprising. Yeah, just getting behind screens and just allowing Caleb Martin, who found his way, and Strus, who knows how to shoot the freaking ball, and Gabe Vincent to shoot the ball.
He knows how to
so many multiple threes, as we've said, for this team. Obviously, that sort of confidence level on the road was impressive for those guys to come in, and all the role players really to slam the door, led by Caleb Martin.
Hashtag Heat culture?
I guess so.
Hashtag each culture, yeah, I think absolutely it is.
We'll never know what the inspirational video was that Erik Spoelstra played between Game 6 and Game 7.
Ernie Johnson was trying to get it out of him, and he would not give it to him. Ernie was almost like shaking Spoelstra, like, come on, man. Let me know the video. I gotta know, but he wouldn't let him.
All he did was take him to the strip club, I bet.
It's that scene from The Town. You know, that would have lit the place on fire.
That would have been very funny. That or
Yeah.
Fast X.
Thought that was Tim Duncan for a second.
Finished off the series for the ages. Yeah, 26 points, 10 boards, like I said, in Game 7 on the road. He scored in double figures in all 7 games. He averaged 19.3 points per game with shooting splits of 60% from the floor, 49% from 3, 88% at the line. Trey even said
49 for Caleb Martin.
he had the answer for every little Celtics run. He slammed the door shut. And he gets 4 out of the 9.
No, I don't believe it.
Finals,
Sorry, I didn't hear you there.
Jimmy getting the 5, Caleb getting the 4, and I couldn't believe it. Doris Burke and Tim Bontemps, they voted for Jimmy Butler, and we had talked about them. Doris texting Tim during Game 6, going, "What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we voting for Caleb Martin? Are we voting for Jimmy?" And in the end, they vote for Jimmy. But there are some people upset that Caleb Martin didn't get it. You can definitely make a case. I mean, Jimmy Butler's a superstar.
60-49.
He's had some duds. Played well in Game 7. I mean, his stat line's incredible.
Where am I?
But Caleb Martin was just incredibly consistent.
It won!
in this series, and then comes off the bench for 5 of them, and then starts in Game 6 and 7. Nobody would have been upset had he got that 5th vote from a Doris or a Tim. Schumann voted for Caleb Martin.
He almost blew a 3-0 lead in his votes. I'm so scared.
Who voted for Trey? If you're in the arena there last night.
Shout out Big Face Coffee.
No. Let's shout it out a little louder.
The series and rebounding and assists and steals, and he was 3rd in blocks.
It's pretty good.
I mean, I don't really have an argument against Jimmy Butler, except for that he had 3 stinker games. Caleb Martin played well in those games, and guess what? The Heat lost those ones.
Yeah, there it is.
How about this?
I don't know.
A most improved
Well, I don't
player
know.
for the East
Yeah, sure,
Finals.
yeah. That would be cool for Caleb Martin, absolutely, but it also is kind of like, I think it's a little bit like, Jimmy, you were the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Yeah, there you go. There's
You
that.
get the bob.
Tess?
Robert Williams in his 90% from the field. Good like the word.
Now, Beantown's Bird and Bob back to Biscayne Bay. Holy damn! Baller. Would you
Oh, look at the pass. Look at the pass again.
Tess Mellis?
Oh, not even looking.
Oh, he read that so late.
No way. I couldn't look myself in the mirror. I wouldn't be able to eat a Bobster Broil.
A what?
I think the voters got it right. They absolutely got it right. There is no Caleb Martin without Jimmy Butler. It's like the 2010 finals. Kobe didn't have an efficient finals. Pau Gasol did. Kobe had the higher shooting, higher total numbers, led the team in scoring, and all that. Had to take the shots. Again, there's no Pau without Kobe. So to me,
Put some
even back
respect
then,
on
I
Andrew
thought
Bynum.
Kobe may not get this, may not deserve it, but he is the player on that team. So to me, it resembled that. It's somewhat like the 2015 finals where Iguodala got it over Steph. I mean, it's a different scenario. But
Why did they
the
just
best
switch me onto
player
this guy?
should
Oh,
get
okay.
it. Even though, like, so why even name it? I mean, you could just pre-name it. If the team wins, you got to give it to the guy. Caleb Martin was coming off the bench to start the series. He came along, most improved. He came as a starter. So yeah, the efficiency incredible, but I mean, the shots he was hitting. We briefly touched on it. The
ran.
Yeah.
You seen me run to the paint and you stopped on a dime.
Shots.
Yeah, I don't know.
Incredible stuff. The confidence level
Enjoyed
growing as this series goes on, but yeah, I don't think there's a Caleb
Oh.
without a Jimmy. So
Oh my
you gotta go MVP. For the Bob and the Bird, I will finally remember what those
That's
trophies
good.
are
I
called.
really like that. I really like that. The real power move, the real power vote would have been voting for Eric Spoelstra.
Don't even look.
For Eastern
Avert
Conference
your eyes.
Finals
Hide the
MVP.
children.
This guy, 108 career playoff wins. He's 3 shy of tying Doc Rivers for 4th all time. Headed back to another finals. Spoelstra and the Heat are. What do you think of Bam's game in Game 7? 12 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, plus 22. Decent looking box score, but guy couldn't finish at all around the rim for what felt like the 3rd or 4th game in a row. He just has no touch, TK, on these bunnies.
Why is he shooting bunnies?
Why is he not dunking it?
That's the question, man.
Yeah.
You're right underneath the hoop. You got a little guy out, you just go up and dunk. He missed one. I guess it was Derek White. Like, he had Derek White on a post-up, went nowhere.
Way to use
Couldn't
that.
score. Then he got the ball right underneath the hoop on Derek White, went up for the bunny, dumped it off the back of the rim, and then he did try and dunk one a little bit later
I get the
on,
turnover
so-
because I got 2 fucking retards right there.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of his post-ups were not resulting in barbecue chicken by any means, but they occasionally lead out to
Talk about
kick-out
Bam.
threes. Like,
Yeah.
he's of course he's not afraid to move
He's
the
never
ball.
gonna
He
be
has a
a
good
good
playmaker for a big guy. So the ball will get zipped out, and then he'll pick up a hockey assist here or there once it's swung around. That happened a couple times. So I like the idea of them continuing to do that. It's just wild seeing him miss these
Thank you.
3-foot little hook shots.
He doesn't
Should not be snatching
He wants to create as a playmaker, I do think.
and acting casually about it.
5
Ah!
0 turnovers, I think.
100% on midgets?
Some trouble with turnovers
I'd be
in
liking
this series. The Celtics did a great job of packing the paint on both him and Jimmy Butler. So put up 5-0 on the assist to turnover ratio. That's big for Miami, as was 7 offensive rebounds.
No.
Celtics actually out-rebounded
What the?
Heat on the
I don't know how I meant. Yeah, sure.
I don't
Nobody-
get it.
The Heat were getting an offensive rebound. It was turning into-
They need a.
Those are such backbreakers. 16-3 second chance points for Miami.
I know you like the snatch block. Ah!
Game was important though in the end because he had 3 fouls in the first half, didn't get 1 in the second half, and his D and you talk about the hockey assist, the screen assists, the fact that his body out there is really important to create those 3-point opportunities out there on the perimeter. Very important. He did have a couple of those. Keeps it the ball in the left hand, goes
He was gonna
around
shoot
the
that.
board for
He was gonna shoot that.
Doesn't touch his other.
He was gonna shoot that.
Scoops off the backboard. Those are pretty.
He did shoot that.
When you look at the final box score, you see Bam and It's combined. Caleb and Jimmy. Bam's the 3rd leading scorer.
The AI.
Bro, you could have said he's gonna shoot that like 8 times after this one alone, and then the one he did shoot that.
No, please.
Oh my god. That is genuinely hilarious.
No way.
2013 finals.
It was like 16 bad shots in one possession.
Duncan's got Shane Battier under the hoop, game 7, and he misses a little bunny. Even the greats, it happens too.
No,
Bam's,
he made it.
Bam's a finesse guy for sure.
I was looking at the wrong box score.
Oh yeah, me too. I was looking at 2000.
Had a terrible game. I changed my mind. 7 assists to 4 turnovers.
Okay, yeah. I said 7 assists.
How's that?
I
And I heard Taz had 12 points. I was like, wait a second here. I was 11 points.
Yes.
He also didn't have a very good game 6.
No.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Corey
no
White.
threat.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. He had a bad couple of games here in terms of shooting the ball and not having any touch around the rim whatsoever. But I think he was contributing across the board, defensively,
Money
setting
ball.
screens, moving the
Look at
ball.
the
I haven't
AI.
hit a standing mid-range in a while.
No, I don't think so either.
Garbage offensive games.
That's at 21% covered, or was that your putback that was 21?
That was not
Or
like
the
that.
AI's putback,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Actually do our finals preview on tomorrow's show, but
He's
yeah,
not like that.
he was trying his ass off. It's just weird to see him missing these things 2 feet away from the rim. He's 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
And you're right.
No,
Go back to your
no.
original point.
You didn't even have the ball.
Go up stronger, man.
Your name's Bam.
Yeah.
Because your name's
Well,
Bam.
you look at the box score, he did something way dumber. Way
That was
dumber
his chance to have
in
like
this
20 in a
series.
game. Rob Williams wasn't there.
He had like 30 days.
I rewatched what I thought was game
Shooting.
but it was game 1. Like,
Give
I
me
was
3,
watching
I'm
in the
begging.
morning, I was rewatching
I think it's the 2.
and it
Yeah,
took
I
me
will
like a quarter and a half that I was getting through. I'm like, this isn't what I watched last night. Well, Kyle Lowry coming out in the second quarter.
Nope.
This is awesome.
Sucks.
But I was literally rewatching because
With
my
straw.
phone had it refreshed.
Sure.
Same old cookies. So, yeah, anyways,
Did
I
you
was
guys watch
rewatching
Game
it.
7 last night?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I watched Game 7.
Okay. Good.
I know it was actually the dead giveaway to me. I was going to compliment Haywood Highsmith picking Jason Tatum's pocket.
Yep.
But then I was like, wait, how come it says Haywood Highsmith didn't play? He didn't play in Game 6.
Ah!
It changed.
That was weird because he had a great game 5, and then he comes out in game 7. Huge pick to start that
Oh,
second
nice.
quarter. So yeah, they
That was
went
the
away
second
from
quarter,
any
probably
sort
the
of backup
fifth.
center.
Wait.
Backup centerless, really, and they went smaller. And yeah, I mean, we're criticizing Bam.
Yeah,
He's
I
always
can't
going to
get
be that second scorer, but when you got Caleb Martin doing that, you really didn't need to shoot. You only had 10 off.
Oh, nice.
Bam only shot 10 times. He didn't need to.
Oh.
I thought the Miami Heat got good
Oh.
confidence there last night too. In a Game 7 on the road. End of the first quarter, he comes in. He's pushing the pace. Reggie Miller, widely pointing that out on the broadcast. He continued there in the second quarter. You know, just off of Boston turnovers or rebounds. Bringing it up to court with some speed. I mean, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but like, let's
These
go.
guys are bad shot
He
takers.
found Martin in the corner for a 3 on the transition break. He followed up, Lowry did, with a deep 3 of his own.
Let me off.
And then he had a sick
Yes.
dive to Duncan Robinson, cutting backdoor through traffic.
Lefty.
Yeah, beautiful.
Tell me, why were you helping when there was already 3 people in the paint?
Can't
answer.
Expedition, but overall, really good. You know, Game 7 from him. He has his ups and downs here at his age, and that's sort of always been Lowry's thing, if we're being completely honest. We know that as Raptors fans.
Oh!
Him, too. He's going to have, for them to pull off this upset, and they are, you know, heavy dogs here going to the final
Thank
against
you.
Denver, Game 1. on
Heavy
Thursday
dogs?
night.
No, I think they're the heaviest
He's gonna
dogs.
have to have
Second heaviest ever, actually.
It's like these takeover quarters or stretches of quarters where it either keeps the Heat alive when you know he's
The
out there
difference
or
between
extends a lead,
them
or
and the
gets back into
biggest
game.
underdogs is
Do it.
crazy,
It's just
though.
whether or not you're gonna get that for an
That is
entire game.
675, and people
They'll have to
consider that like a good era of basketball. Fuck no.
He does that.
Hey, it's a
But
rivalry, though.
everybody contributing for the most part. You know, even when like we were ripping on Bam there for having no touch.
No.
Everybody that's out there, I mean, Spo is just pushing the right buttons. Like, everybody's contributing and trying to
No.
mess up because they all have to when they're playing zone defense. That's the other part. Where, you know, just the communication of, like, zipping around.
It was a
hanging
good
out
era
and
of
doubling
Warriors basketball,
Tatum.
I tell you
And
that.
they did a great thing, too.
No, it wasn't.
You know, I hope Tibbs was taking notice of this game. They went at Tatum. They started putting him in.
KD was getting open looks because of Steph's gravity. They were disrespecting Kevin Durant.
It was time.
You
That's
call
it.
that good basketball?
I call that good winning. Good eats.
That was smart coaching move from Spo as well.
Yeah, Tatum gutted it out. I thought it was
Took the spin from my
seemed like it
playbook.
was going to be a Willis Reed moment when he hit that three-pointer, but then he went for a dunk, and kind of after he came down from the dunk and had that landing and with a big-time grimace, that's when Jimmy was activated. He's like, I'm going to go at him every single time. And they just did not let him off the hook, having one guy out there who you had to have out there but didn't move well enough for a Game 7 in the conference finals.
Yeah, speaking of injuries, one guy that could have saved the Celtics a little bit was Malcolm Brogdon, who was really good to start these playoffs. 2.25 rounds, and then he got injured and things went downhill. Yeah, 19 in game 1 in this series, then 13. Then he got that injury and had to miss a game and was scoreless in this one and in his last 4 games in this series.
I'm already bored of 2K today.
Yeah, these
First shot was an air ball
killing
up there
this
with that elbow
experience.
ligament injury and just couldn't be himself. But he was really good throughout this postseason. Had monstrous games for the Celtics off the bench, but they really got nothing off the bench when they inserted Derek
Why the
into the starting
fuck?
lineup, which they had to do in this game. Yeah, not
Oh.
a lot. 7 combined points from their guard wing type players, and then Robert Williams did his thing, although he was sick, I suppose.
We'll also get to Anjumaro showed Celtics offseason. The big question mark, especially when it comes to Jaylen Brown, who had a bad series, bad game 7, and now he's probably going to get a $295 million deal. And you know whether the Celtics should or should not do that, we can get into that tomorrow. But random notes from this one. Anything else? I mean, you brought up Duncan Robinson mocking Celtics faithful. What was crazier, that or him blocking Jaylen Brown's three-point attempts in isolation on the perimeter?
That was shocking.
I had to rewind it. I was like, that Duncan Robinson? That was Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson's gonna have to be Michael Porter Jr. next series. Is that gonna happen?
Huh?
He's gonna have to be him, not guard him. Be him.
Slipped by Duncan Robinson going back by his right side, by Brown's right
My
side.
God, he just got cooked.
Very surprising. Which was more surprising? Great question.
No way.
I think game 7 on the road, Duncan, who was barely playing this season, wasn't in the rotation.
No.
Going to Hulk, he didn't really sell it.
No. He just said, I can't hear you. Hey, that crowd was lit at the start of the game. Holy crap.
What crowd?
They were
AI.
so loud
He's him.
at the start. Yes. Tatum injures his ankle. It was a little quieter. They had a lead, and then
They had a lead.
Good switch, guys. Good switch. Good guarding from guys.
teams, when they play each other in the playoffs, it's like you don't want home court advantage. You don't. You lose at home. Either of these teams over the last couple of years when they play. The stats are wild. Anything else from this one?
Yeah, a couple little fashion notes. I saw Steve Aoki and some other guys sitting courtside wearing the big red boots.
Yeah.
I saw it didn't look like a rainy day in Boston, but I can see those being helpful in that scenario.
I think it's really, really sad though. Maybe to be wearing them in general, but imagine wearing those to a game 7. You're sitting courtside. I think you look down and the guy 2 people down from you's got the same
boots, yeah, that'd be a killer, man.
Oh.
Is Steve Aoki a Celtics fan? I don't know. Let us know on the stream.
I think he's been there. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Give them to all the lobster fishermen in Boston. All those boots.
Give them to all the lobster fishermen. I agree.
Yeah, below deck. Throw those boots on all those people.
I guess I can't call a timeout.
That's great
You are
marketing.
coming.
Yeah, and the slops.
Yeah.
And the slops.
What else you got?
Yeah, Tyler Hero was looking like a member of the New Radicals. Courtside, pretty
The
chill.
New Radicals.
Black bucket hat. Good to see the bucket hat back. They showed him and said nothing about what he was wearing. I don't know who won the beef.
Him or Stan?
Stan Van Gundy now says nothing, and Tyler Hero is dressing pretty chill, pretty low key. So I think they decided to squash things for the good of the NBA.
Tyler Hero, will we see him in the NBA Finals?
Yeah,
I mean, he's
eventually.
not full on doing basketball activities right now. He's
It'll be
clear.
3-0, but he'll be there.
But I've
3-0, you mean 2-0?
No, I
I'm
guess
doubting
he
it.
plays.
I know this is an impossible question to answer, but do you think the Heat would be going to the NBA Finals if Tyler Hero never got injured?
I was thinking that
You
actually.
know what I mean? Like, was it a blessing in disguise in terms of the minutes that unlocked for some of these guys? You know, like Gabe, even Duncan getting more minutes, maybe Caleb Martin to some extent, though. You know, a lot of that was like, okay, Love, you're not really contributing. Wait, and just even how they played, like, is there some truth to that? Possibly?
There's maybe some truth to that. The fact that at worst they're going to have one poor defender on the court, and it's usually Duncan Robinson, but like we're saying, he blocked a 3-pointer and he ripped Jaylen Brown at some point yesterday. So you can get lucky. But I think it's more that if there's any team that can stomach the loss of a 20-point per game score and not miss a stride, it's the Heat, who are just always ready to slot the next guy in, and they're like, sorry, you got to do it. You got to be as good as Tyler Hero was. And for whatever reason, it works for the Heat. I don't think a lot of
Hashtag Heat culture?
Hey man,